Namaste everyone. Welcome to Unified Level 3. Today our current week topic is promoting others, other one self-acceptance. Today we have wonderful speaker with us, Sudhakar Garu. Sudhakar Garu, please welcome. Session is all yours, Andy.
Thank you so much, madam. Thank you all, my dear friends. Welcome you all for day 2 of our week 18. Yesterday, we went through the topic and we tried to understand what is promoting other person's self-acceptance. Today, I know there are a lot of questions. We could not go in detail yesterday, so I wanted to take more time spend with you and make sure you understand what is this promoting self-acceptance. Right? So I will go once again over the chapter. I will not go through entire chapter. I will just go over the practice, the last page of the chapter. Okay. And then we'll take more question and answers, and that is we'll spend 30 minutes for the meditation today. Okay. Okay, dear friends. Okay. Promoting another's self-acceptance. Like last week we did clearing aura of loved ones. I know you all tried. It did work for all of you. And whomever tried, you could see the instant results. This also something like that. But this is a more profound and subtle transformation that brings. How it's going to happen is we are invoking that spiritual urge, or we are invoking the deeper urge in the people. Okay, it may not come day one, but we are triggering the fire in them. So eventually they will come one day. Okay, that's what we're doing. So when you do this, the results may not be visible, but it has already started. Know that it has started, it will start. So what we are trying to do is when we promote somebody's self-acceptance, first understand what is self. We are not talking the self, the appearing self, the physical self that we are seeing, that not the body, right? Or your ideas or your character or your mind or your personality. Okay, not only that, we are saying self means unified self. You are completely unified with the higher self. Okay, how will you be when you're unified with higher self? You'll be completely love. You become the love. You become the light. Your life is filled with the joy and bliss, right? And you always work with the universal mind. Okay, you only work on the thoughts. Okay, your thoughts are completely in tune with the God's thought. Okay, this is called unified self, right? It's not just the physical self. Okay, now what we're trying to do, we are trying to promote that kind of self-acceptance for others. Okay, that means we are saying that they are also unified with the higher self, right? When we believe, when we accept, okay, that also because we're all connected, whatever I accepted, that will impact the other person, right? So this is how this promoting self-acceptance works. Okay, I hope that is clear. So you give a thought for that. Okay, we are not telling the other person, or it's not sending like love and light to the other person. It is we are correcting the thoughts. We are believing that, okay, other person has the self-acceptance. That means he is also getting unified or unified with the higher self. Right? By believing, by accepting that, by correcting our thoughts, we are bringing a change in the others. So that's why you should do every day with a different person. You can take 1 or 2 people and do this. Do as many people as you can. Okay, that way we are helping more people. Okay, I hope that's clear, right? The reason why I have to do everyone is your vehicle for realizing wholeness. Because we're all connected, it's one consciousness. Even though we are physically separate, energetically, emotionally, we are all one consciousness. So if you want to realize your wholeness, your fullness, because others are also part of you, they should also become whole. Okay, that's why we should help as many people as you can. Right? So this is the truth-based course. We are trying to realize the truth. the true essence of our human life. Okay, so that's we are doing it. It's a group consciousness. That means we are becoming the group consciousness and we are bringing the awareness in that group consciousness level. Okay, dear friends, that is high level. For those who missed yesterday, please go through the chapter, read it on yourself. But I want to highlight on the practice part what we are going to do. Okay. Okay, what we are going to do this week? This week, do a creating formula for one or two people, the closest to you. You may also do your other formulas. Other formulas means like healing others or helping others for their financial problems, health problems, or emotional problems, any situation that you're going through, we can also do that. Okay. Keep that aside for now. For this week, focus on creating the self-acceptance. Understand this and work on this. For other one, we'll come to that later. Because these two are completely different process and the way we do is also different. But this project, okay, the project that promoting other self-acceptance take the priority. So work on this. What we are doing is in this formula, you simply claim that the persons have the self-acceptance. What we are saying, we are claiming they have the self-acceptance, not they will have. They have the self-acceptance. Already they have it. That is what we are claiming. Okay. For me, I claim that you all have the self-acceptance already. That's how you should do it. So you claim and accept self-acceptance for those persons. This is important to understand. You claim their self-acceptance. Okay, what does that mean? This means that you perceive this self-acceptance, you believe they have it. Okay, you believe, and second thing, you know they have it, right? This is what you have to change your thoughts. So you know they already have the self-acceptance. It is your thoughts you are dealing with, right? It is your thought we're dealing with. So in thought section of the formula, we have the sum step formula where we have thoughts with, right? The thoughts that are interfering or claim and acceptance, there we are correcting our thoughts and replacing with the right thought. Consider your thoughts that interfere with your belief in their self-acceptance. Likewise, it is your acknowledgement for the forgiveness that you are dealing with in forgiveness section. Okay, in the forgiveness, simple, your heart in the state of forgiveness. I hope that makes sense. Once you firmly establish the self-acceptance in your mind, you manifest it for your own experience. Of course, they too. So we are completely accepting, and you experience that when you come to that stage where you completely accept the other person, they will also transform, right? So they too reap the rewards. They gain the self-acceptance. There is no telling how many people are responsible part of your level of consciousness. Everyone else vehicle for realizing the wholeness. For me, you are all helping me to become the whole. Okay, you are all part of my journey too. So you are all part of my wholeness too. So I had to promote everybody's self-acceptance here, whoever is here. Okay, whoever is in my life. So that is how you should also deal with, because that's what everybody is, everyone's vehicle for the releasing the wholeness. Okay, don't think that you are the one. If you do everything, it will be enough. No, right? It is the one complete one consciousness. Everybody has to realize. Okay, and the free will concept here. When we are promoting the self-acceptance of others, we are not interfering with free will. We are in fact, okay, making them who they are truly. Okay, you are not interfering with another person's free will by doing this creating formula. You are actually promoting their free will. No one has free will when they are not unified. So everybody should remember this statement. No one has free will when they are not unified. So why they don't have a free will when they are not unified? The reason is when they're not unified, how they operate. They work with their mind. How the mind works. Mind works by learning, by seeing, by reading, or somebody by forcing you or through the belief system. So look at the kids. Their mind is empty. They learn by watching the parents. They learn by looking the others. They learn by going to school. It's called learning process. That means they are programming it. They are not actually deriving it from the soul or the higher self. They are locally learning it and implementing it. So that means when you look yourself as a higher self, as a soul, where is the soul concept here? Because the soul itself is not really getting opportunity to express itself. You are learning with your local mind and you are operating with the same local mind. You are making all the decision by the local mind. So that is why there is a suffering here. There is no abundance because you are not really using the resources of the higher self or the soul. So when you're not unified, there is no fear because it's program, right? You'll go by the program. Your conscious and subconscious minds are programmed. You just do whatever it is there. You cannot really come out of it. It's kind of addiction, or it's kind of already programmed. You just run by that program. So there is no concept of free will. There will be a strong urge there. There will be a strong kind of addiction. I will not say addiction, but it is like pre-programmed that you will be doing this. So when you're really unified, you have complete choice, right? You will be really happy. Everything will be, every day will be a choice for you. Otherwise, you will be running behind the desires. You want to do that, you want to do this. Your desires will be driving you instead of you making a decision. Okay, so that is why Baba is saying when you are not unified, there is no free will because it's all programmed. When it's programmed, there is nothing that you can do, right? You can only change the program when you're really unified. You have the true choice to do it. Okay, imagine fears, worries, alienation, loneliness, poverty, unhappiness. These are the true enemies of free will. When you have a fear, now tell me where is the free will? There is no free will, right? You cannot make decisions when there is a fear. You just do out of that fear whatever it is. So there is no free will. Okay, when there's a poverty, when you're unhappy, there is no concept of free will, right? Once unified and experience the self-acceptance, once unified and experience the self-acceptance, see, that's why you can say the self means it's unified self. That's why Baba itself saying when you're unified and experiencing the self-acceptance, you can only experience the real self-acceptance when you're really unified. If you're not unified, you cannot experience the self-acceptance because self means unified self here. They have the free will. Those who are unified, only they have the free will. So what we are doing by promoting others' self-acceptance, we are trying to help them to become unified and then they can execute their free will. Unless they are not unified, they are not actually under the free will. They are under the influence of their mind. Right? I hope that makes sense. However, this is only creating formula you can do for someone without their consent. If a person chooses to be sick or poor, unhappy, or whatever, you cannot interfere. That's why I said, right? Somebody going through the physical challenges or health problems, you cannot really interfere. God Himself will not interfere. See, Baba saying God Himself will not interfere. That's why we see so many problems, so many issues in the world. Everybody has to go through unless they ask. God will not interfere. So that's why you should ask if you are in trouble or if you want something, you ask, and the help is always there. So unless somebody didn't ask you, you cannot interfere. Even if you want to interfere, you should take their consent. Okay? The God Himself will not interfere with His beloved creation, even if it is filled with errors and illusion. Free will is protected by absolute law. Free will is protected by absolute law. This is, everybody should mark it. You should always remember whether you are really interfering with their free will or not. Even though if they are your own kids or family. If it is two young kids, that's different. Once they become 12, 13 years, you should give them the full hand, the full freedom, right? Okay, but with the person's permissions, however, you may do a creating formulas for some problems he or she is experiencing. Just say the creating formula, realizing that, okay, again, how do you say the creating formula to help other people? Just say the creating formula, realizing that it is your thought, your perception we are dealing with. You claim the solution. You accept it because you believe it and you know the solution is already manifest. It is, of course, at some level creation. It is your thoughts that you are forgiveness to deal with. Then their solution becomes your experience. Okay? Their solution become your experience. What a glorious gift, right? But remember, you do this only with the permissions. We do not interfere with anybody else's creation or their free will. This is the practice, my dear friends. So you can certainly do it, but know that you are correcting your thoughts. You are changing your experience with their solutions. Okay. So I once again urge everybody to go through, read line by line and understand every line. When you understand, then only it makes sense to you. This is very important because if you really want to the self-realization, you really want your fullness, you cannot ignore others. That is why everybody teaching meditation, everybody trying to bring the love in everybody's heart. The reason is we're all connected. So you must help the people who are around you, whoever you see. Okay, the sending love and light, same thing. Doing promoting other self acceptance. Okay, when we promote the self acceptance, they become unified. When they are unified, the consciousness, the collective consciousness, have a big shift. Okay, my dear friends, with that, we will open up for question and answers. Okay, so if you have the book, have it open and read it and understand it. At least understand the practice, how to do the right way. What is that we have to change? What is the perception that we need to have while doing this practice? Because once you understand, this is a very deep subject. We can keep talking about it. Babaji is giving the practice in very short, but he is telling we are all one, we are all connected. By transforming, by changing your own thoughts, you are bringing the change in others. Okay, he is proving that we are all connected. Okay, don't think that you are only one here. We are all one here. We are all one connected here. There is no separation. Okay, your thoughts, your change in your energies is greatly influencing others. And Babaji said, the unified self. Okay, I want to read that up again. Okay. Okay, when your thoughts are one with the creating thoughts of God, when your thoughts are one with that creating thoughts of God, your effect is thousands of times more powerful than when you are thinking a thought you made up. You made up means you made in your local mind. So when you in tune with the gods, and when you have thoughts that have thousands of times more powerful than you thinking from your local mind or that you made up in your head. Okay, when you are unified and when you do this self-acceptance, that's going to bring a huge change. Okay, dear friends, thank you for the opportunity. So I really loved this topic. So amazing. Okay, so with that, if you have any questions, please let us know. If it is not clear,
Sudhakar Garu, this is Bala Upadrashta. I just have a question.
yes, madam.
In the claim section, so we say, I claim self-acceptance and I accept self-acceptance for so and so person.
Right.
So, and also in the forgive section, okay, in the thought section, basically we heal and release whatever the unnecessary limited thoughts we have. We heal and release as though we are doing on our own.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the same thing for forgiveness. We don't say mention any name or anything. We just do the same way with the forgiveness also.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, only claim and acceptance section, we just say that we claim and accept for so and so person.
Yeah.
For self-acceptance. Okay.
Yeah. So in the thought section, what we need to do, what we are doing is we are claiming that that person have the self-acceptance already, right? Okay. In the thought section, what are the thoughts that are interfering with this claim? So what is the thoughts I'm telling? Okay, he may not be, having the self-acceptance already. Okay, that thoughts, we are correcting it.
Suppose they have fear. So
You are thinking their fear. So that you have to change that thought.
that is why we say that fear, because even though we don't know how the other person is thinking,
Yeah.
we say that,
Yeah.
thinking that that person may have fear. So we
Yeah.
say that we release that fear.
Yes. The thought of that fear, okay? The thought that he has the fear.
The thought he has the fear.
Okay, so it is your thought, you are changing it. You are correcting your thoughts and making sure, like, you are thinking he is unified, he has the self-acceptance already. What are the thoughts that are blocking you to believe that other person doesn't have the self-acceptance? So correct those thoughts.
It is similar to Oponopono.
Exactly, yes, exactly. Same kind of process, but in a different way.
Different way.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So great, madam. So I hope you definitely got it. So yes, friends, anybody else, we still have the not clear about the question. Okay, this is important to understand the concept, right? Then it's very easy to implement once you understand it. Because the why we have to understand it, this is how it works. You go to any practice, not on Ho'oponopono, right? Any practice that healing or helping others has to do only this way. You cannot say that that person has a problem. You cannot say that person is not correct. I'm trying to heal that person. It's not the right way. The right way is you are thinking they have problem. You are thinking they're going struggle. You are thinking they're not right yet. You have to change your thought. Then a change will come in others. Right? So this is the ultimate way of making progress and bringing the true change. Okay. So I'll give 2 more minutes. Try to digest it. Then we'll go into the practice. If you digest this, understand it, and implementing it pretty easy. So take 2 minutes and focus on that claim and acceptance and thoughts and forgiveness and how to do it. Just think through that and make sure you got it. Then we'll do the meditation in 2 minutes. Thank you.
Sir, I understood whatever you told, but if the other person has some other qualities like they are very anger, aggressive like that, we have to just think that no, they are not aggressive. Only I am only thinking like that. Do we have
Exactly,
to think
madam.
like that?
Yeah.
Uh,
You are thinking they're aggressive. That's all.
but really, when they are aggressive, angry, and they are posing problems on others, how it can be corrected, sir?
That is the only way of correcting, man. You are still thinking they're wrong. Let's say one
Huh.
person, he cannot be a wrong person for everybody, right? At least there could be some people who is liking him. So
Huh.
there is this God creation is perfect creation. You are not
Huh.
perceiving it in the right way. Okay, you are making up in your head that that person has this person has that. You are making a judgment about other persons. Okay, who are you to tell other person is so and so or so and so? You don't have any right, and you should not make up on your head. So,
Huh.
if you're still making a judgment about other person, where is your spiritual progress? Right? You want to become realized. You want to know your wholeness. In the wholeness, there is also part of you, but you're still judging others. Means you're still judging your own self. Because we are talking about one consciousness. The unified self means unified self is connected with everything. Okay, and you are still saying other has this problem, other has that problem. It's good, it's bad. Okay, that's why Baba is saying, okay, you correct your thoughts. That correction in your thoughts will bring the change in other person.
Even if they are at a different country also, will it
It
make a
doesn't
difference?
matter wherever they are. Okay, they can be near or far. Yes, madam.
Okay, sir.
Great, madam. Thank you. You do this, it will definitely help. You can see the change in the other persons.
I have one question, Sudhakar garu.
Yes, madam. I think Chaitanya wanted to speak maybe, and then you
Okay,
can.
okay, yeah, sure.
And that means that we have so far understood that whatever we are doing, it is my own perception about the people, and we are correcting our own thoughts.
Yes, sir.
It has got nothing to do with the individual, whatever the way it may be.
Yeah.
We have to correct ourselves, whatever judgmental thoughts we have to correct that, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes, that is the whole point here.
Okay, thank
You
you.
got it, sir. Thank you. Yes, madam. Now you can.
Yeah, sir, I have a question. Like it's regarding higher self signal. When we practice, we ask for a higher self signal, and I receive that signal. But even throughout the day, sometimes even when I don't ask, I still feel that sensation in my body. So is it okay, or I don't know, how to think about it, like.
Yeah, it is fine, madam. That means your higher self is connected. At that moment, if you want to ask or if you want to just receive whatever you're receiving, just be in the receiving mode and see what higher self is trying to tell you.
Okay.
It's totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Thank
it's
you.
good to have, yes. Thank you.
Sir, one more question.
Yeah.
My higher self signal and a yes signal is the same, but still I am not able to get the no signal from my higher self. So that's a challenge I am facing.
So the higher self signal, S signal cannot be same, sir. Because
Okay.
the S signal by default, your head very quickly moves to the left side 3 times, right? But
Mm-hmm.
higher self signal usually be different. Okay.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is sit down 1 or 2 days in a very
Mm-hmm.
period, and when you're really peaceful and good state, and ask higher self signal, it will come.
Mm-hmm.
It is usually very pleasant, and it will be unique. You may not have experienced that kind of thing before. Be in a very active state to observe it and to recognize it.
Okay.
Once it comes, that stays with you forever.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but give it some time. Like sit down only for the higher self signal. It must
Mm-hmm.
come. You came here this far. I'm sure you must have signal. It's only about recognizing it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Sudhakar garu.
Yes, Sandhya
Hello.
madam.
Yeah. So, my question is, sometimes if some persons in our life, they keep on, arguing or poking us. So we accept for 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, like keep on. So it is piling up, and suddenly we burst out. So it is, it is not correct way, but how to achieve that? It's not a easy thing, but I want to know how we can achieve that, even if they keep on doing the same thing again and again. How
They
to
will
give
not
it
poke you
a
unless it is in your mind, madam. I'm sure. So let's say tomorrow that person is approaching you. Okay. Change your thought. You always think that since one experience happened, the second day you expect same kind of experience. You may think that okay, you will do the same thing again today, and he's same repeating. Okay. So remember, in the second or third week we said everybody else in your life, they're acting according to your script. You are the creator and they're acting it. Okay. In your conscious or subconscious, you created that. You defined this person is a poking mind. He always comes and pokes me, and he always does the same thing. Okay. Next time, if you want to experiment with this, okay, strongly decide this person is going to behave in a different way today. You can also define this is what he will do. Exactly same thing he will do.
Okay.
Okay. It's only thing that you have strongly decided, because it happened like multiple times, you decide, okay, this kind of person, he do the same thing. Okay, tomorrow, exactly think other way. Today, this is going to behave very nicely. He's going to be greeting you so nicely, and you'll be surprised the way he behaves. Okay, he's not the, I mean, we don't want to judge, but your thoughts and your intentions are defining that person's actions in your presence. Okay, when you're not present, it's different. You don't have to take that to your mind. But whenever he is with you in your presence, the behavior of that person is defined by you.
Got
Okay,
it.
it is
And
a
it shows
conscious
the
sort of
past
one.
also. It
Yeah,
shows the past also. Like
it could,
so many
yeah,
times it happened, so it's gonna
yes,
happen.
yes.
That's what it.
Obviously, you already gave some kind of stamp on him, right? Okay, he is this kind, because obviously they do the same thing.
Okay, I'll try it. Thank you.
Yeah, you try it, madam, for sure. You will be really surprised by the way you are creating a world. Remember, you are the creator, and everybody else in your life, they're basically acting to your script.
Got it.
Yes,
Thanks.
yes, thank you.
Can I
And
can I speak up?
one more. I got your idea yesterday when you were briefed about that our thoughts, what we perceive, what we convey, and then someone else will be doing it, make it happen. So as you said that you are passing through some area and then you are thinking there should be some pyramid, and then that thought will be conveyed, and then some other people will be working on it.
Exactly, yeah.
So that is what now the madam was asking the question. So perhaps these positives we have to always keep in mind, not the negatives.
Yeah.
So we have to be always positive. We have become so judgmental that we think that the something is happening, but we have to be positive always.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
be positive or don't make judgment. Just be neutral. Let things happen.
Yeah, let the things go, happen.
Yeah.
Let go, let it happen.
Yes.
But we should be neutral.
Yes.
Right.
And yeah. Yes, good sir. Thank you. Yes, Suni madam, you can go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I was good morning, Sudhakarji, and
Yeah.
I'm happy to be back in this doing our unified session. I just wanted to when I was reading about this about no one has free will when they are not unified. That kind of put me, there was a lot of resistance to agree to that because I always felt that everybody has the free will, and
Yeah.
free will is, in fact, even God will not interfere with the free will.
Yeah.
So, and also, the fact that all this, what they have mentioned, imagine fears and worries and alienation and loneliness, poverty, unhappiness, all that, they happen to choose. I mean, anybody who's going through that happen to choose because of the circumstances they are in, and in the matter of having that free will, they choose to be that, and then when there is self acceptance, they are able to come out of it. So, what about? I mean, I'm not able to. So, are we looking at the meaning of free will? Is that if you are indulging in patterns and behaviors, means you don't have free will. You're, like you said, you are controlled by the mind. But that itself, the mind also is. I mean, like we have been clearing our uninvited influences, but even when you sit and talk to your inner self, to your higher self, you get clarity on how you're perceiving the things. So I am finding it very difficult to agree to this.
Mhm.
There is an inner resistance to this. But if we are going to place the meaning, saying that if you have those kind of patterns and behaviors, that means you're not operating from free will. You're operating from your
Yes.
patterns, and even that is a creation of. I mean, even that is not a. That is also a part of God only now. So, and what happens when you say they are not unified? Does it mean that you have to do unified, then only you will be able to have free will? Or does it
Yes.
mean that,
Yes, it is.
so what about the others in the whole world? I mean, they may not be knowing about unified. So how will they have free will?
That's why we are doing unified. So they will also do, we are promoting their self-acceptance. They will also do unified. So when I started like 4 years ago, how many people did unified? Now how many people are doing? Okay. So like 50 years ago, how people were there, how they are now, how many people are spiritually making progress, how many people are enjoying the bliss, right? This is a consciousness evolving, and as we more and people realize, it will influence the more people.
Yeah, but if you're okay, this is like a broad perspective which you
Yeah.
are looking at.
Yeah.
But what about the children? The children are born and they also have free will, no? So
The children who don't have mind, how do you think they are operating? Because every moment.
operating is okay, but everybody is operating because of certain limitations they have in their perceptions.
Mhm.
Anyway, this is just I wanted to say that I'm having this resistance, and I am keeping myself open
Yeah.
to get clearance. I will just I'll introspect deeply and.
So when you are operating under pattern, tell me, let's say the drug addict, okay?
Hmm.
So he is addicted. Without drugs, he will not be able to do anything.
Yeah.
Okay. He had one today, tomorrow he has to have. Without having, he cannot do anything. Now tell me, where is the free will for him? Even though it is a bad thing, somebody says it's bad, still he has to do that because he is under that great influence.
I
But
think
maybe
his free will is blocked.
Yeah.
no,
Because
In fact, no. In fact, I will I will say that it was his journey. It was his journey. In that soul has taken a journey to experience that. And how do you know that it was not his journey? How do you know that you're maybe
see,
taking drugs was a part of his growth. So you cannot say that he's addicted to it and he is using his mind.
so I don't know how you understand, madam, but I clearly know it. Nobody, they whatever the decision they make, right?
Mm.
The decision made right now, what you are experiencing has to be out of your free will.
See, just now only we were talking, no, that we should not, we should not judge the other person, or we should not. One way we are telling like this, but then
Yeah.
the next way is saying that if there is somebody who is this, then he is not having free will, which is something very contradictory.
But we are not interfering with them, right? We're not doing
No,
anything.
we're not
Yeah.
interfering.
Yeah. Baba is telling what is free will there. Okay. When somebody not unified, there is no, they are not even having the free will, and we're not interfering with that. When somebody has the self-acceptance, they actually have the true free will, where they can operate from the higher self. Otherwise, you just come here and you work like a disconnected self. When you're not connected to the higher self, you become the local mind, right? Whatever you have. So there is no free will. And we are not judging here. We're not telling everybody is like, not unified or something. It's not our job. Baba is telling that, when somebody is not unified, they don't have free will. And anyway, we're
No,
not
but that is
interfering.
because he doesn't have the right thinking, no?
Oh,
Because whoever is operating from their mind, because there is no right thinking. And when I'm sitting with the chapter 3 where I'm claiming and I'm then asking my higher self to guide me, to correct my thinking, no? So
Sudhakar
anyway.
sir, I want to add on something here, Kanchan here.
Yeah,
So,
please.
ma'am, see, one needs to understand that your thought, whatever you are thinking, is it coming from which context? Are you, see, when you talk about self-acceptance or you talk about your free will, is your free will is coming, not sorry, self-acceptance, or talking about somebody, or you're judging someone, what context it is coming from when you are judging the someone? Okay, if you are talking about the free will, is that free will is coming from the love? See, unified is all about experiencing the love and accepting the people as it is, as they are, or as they are not. Okay, this is what is my understanding. So when I talk about, okay, Sudhakar sir is there, he will answer my question. So I accepted him as a guru. Whether you are accepting him as a guru or not, that's your context regarding that. And whatever the knowledge Sudhakar sir has it, he will talk about from that context. Okay, now when we talk about here the self acceptance or this accepting the others in a context, if that person is a thief or maybe he is a cunning person, you are accepting that cunning person of that cunningness. Okay, and then seeing that, okay, why this cunningness is
That,
coming
madam,
from that person.
I'm not unclear about that. I'm not at all unclear about that. I'm unclear about the fact that no one has free will when they are not unified. I feel everybody has free will, and it is only the matter of wrong thinking, not having the wrong thinking. We are
Ma'am, who is
indulging
saying
into
wrong and
activity.
right? See, tell me one thing, who are we talking about? This is wrong thinking and this is right thinking. See, it is all about the perception of an individual. Okay,
Yeah.
thief, if you are stealing something, it would be right from your perspective, but it may be wrong from my perspective. Okay, you are stealing, you are a thief. So it's my perspective, no, ma'am. So everything is your perception about right and wrong. Nothing is right, nothing is wrong here. It is you gave a meaning of it according to your
That's
experience, according to your upbringing.
that's exactly what I'm telling you, ma'am. That if you're going to say that the guy with addiction is wrong or having, he's not able to take the right decision, it is your perception, no? But in his
So,
journey,
Sunni
it is.
madam, so let us not waste time here. I will give you one exercise, okay? So you go back, read that page, close your eyes and sit down, okay? And see, is that statement is right or wrong? So when you are unified, when you're not unified, look yourself as when you're not unified, when you're just operating from the local mind, and you will understand what is actual free will means, what is not actual free will. Okay. If you don't get the clarity by tomorrow, I will give you more details. Okay, since we already have only 20 minutes, let's get
Okay,
into
fine. No
meditation.
problem.
Okay.
I wanted to just
But
share this because
definitely,
there is an inner resistance inside me.
yeah.
So I'm not able to sit for my meditation with that, that is
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah. But give some time, go sit down, this is how to do it. You need to understand. Because if
Yeah.
I try to explain like even 1 hour, that resistance doesn't get break. You have to break it. When you break it,
Okay.
Yes.
you will get the glimpse what is the free will. Okay. If you don't get it, then we'll work it together. Okay. I'll promise you that. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Kanchan
Anand.
madam, for joining.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay, friends. So good discussion. This is how we have to clarify it. If you're not clear, it doesn't have clarity, you cannot make a progress. So this good discussion, I really love it. Let's get back into meditation. So we have 20 minutes. Okay, I hope everybody is clear about the practice. And when you're ready, please close your eyes. Relax yourself. Take a very deep breath and exhale very, very slowly and relax. Be completely aware every moment. Take another deep breath. Exhale very slowly. Relax. Bring your awareness to your natural, normal, easy breath. Make sure your entire body is relaxed. Let us invite Mahatar Babaji. Let us invite Tama Patrisi and connect to the group consciousness. Be with your breath. Bring your awareness to your heart center of your chest. Experience the love flow or the pulsations. Friends, be completely here in this present moment. Be complete with the process. Let us unify with the God. Remember the God qualities. Apply all the qualities to yourself. Close your aura and clear your aura, my dear friend. And ask a higher self signal. And state the today's quiet period's purpose. The purpose of the quiet period is to promote self-acceptance of the person name. Your aura close all the time and have full awareness that be non-judgmental. And acceptance for your loved one's self-acceptance. I claim now that self-acceptance for so and so person, and I accept the self-acceptance of so and so person. Then more than one person, repeat it for each person. And thoughts with if you have any thoughts that are blocking the self-acceptance of other person, correct those thoughts, replace with the right thoughts, and believe and know that that person have the self-acceptance. Ask your higher self if you have any thoughts that are interfering with the flame and acceptance of the person's self-acceptance. And the forgiveness, and I always say this, my heart is in a state of forgiveness. And the thoughts, the thanks, and the thanks for higher self for the flame and acceptance. Experience this now, my dear friends. Now fully experience the fully self-accepted state, fully unified state. Last 3 minutes.
You're on mute, sir.
Just be in that state. Experience the self thoughts. Next to heart center and send our love and light to everyone. Send this light around yourself and spread it around your home and your family. Send this love and light to entire city and state, full country. Visualize and see this spreading, touching everyone and everything. Send this to entire Mother Earth. Earth. Bring your awareness back into your body. Take your own time. Take a deep breath and feel yourself. Energized body. And every part is peaceful. Let us thank higher self, being with us all the time and guiding us. Let us thank Mahatar Babaji for this wonderful wisdom. Let's thank Patriji for this wonderful meditation. Thank everyone joined here for sharing their wisdom, their energies. Feel the deep gratitude, friends, not just the words. Let it come from your heart. The gratitude will flow more abundance into your life. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and open it whenever ready. If you wish to continue, please continue, my dear friends. Thank you, and thank you for this opportunity. I hope you are able to do it. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you, Sudhakar.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, Sudhakar sir. Your guidance on accepting others is really resonated with me. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, thank you everyone for sharing your energies.
Yes, madam. So, yeah, friends, if anybody sharing experience, if not, we'll meet again tomorrow. And we'll try to continue our Q&A tomorrow as well, if time permits. Thank you all.
Thank you everyone for joining in. See you all tomorrow again at the same time. Thank you so much for sharing your